What's going on? So I had some requests to show off some of my base builds. So what I'm going to do in this video is we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to show off some of the base builds. I'm in our main survival world, so I'm going to show you guys what we've built in our main survival world, and then towards the end I'll show you a couple creative builds that I did. One of them is one I think that triggered the request to show off some of the builds. So we're in our survival world. If you're not already subbed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future grounded videos. And what we're going to do is we're going to hop right in here. So this is the first base that we built in our survival world. This is the world that we have the most time in. We've been playing on this for, I think, probably about like 3 months now. I've been playing on with my 2 kids. This initially started off as, and just for reference, we are right next to the mysterious machine, just south of it. It is right over there. So one thing we did was we started building up on this little plateau here. It was pretty safe, and we had like a 1-story building, and what we've done was we've expanded it over time. And then, of course, because the wolf spiders now randomly wander around, we fenced the whole thing in with a palisade fence and some gates. So we will hop one around here just to show you the whole outside of it. We got a patio out here. We got some steps to go upstairs. Inside we got a kitchen area. So the kitchen area's got the roasting spit, it's got the smoothie station, and it's got tons of food ingredients here that we can use to make food and smoothies. Interesting. Random food just falling on the ground for whatever reason. Those are a couple storage baskets. Over here we have everything sorted basically. So we got like ant parts, we got larvae and stuff. So each one of these chests has different stuff in it, so we can sort everything and know exactly where it is. And then it's close to the workbench here so that we can easily craft most of the stuff. Let's head upstairs real quick. So like I said, this started off as 1 floor, and what I ended up doing was we expanded out here and add these 2 tiles out here, and then the 2 tiles over there to add the kitchen and then the storage area, so they're not in the main area. And we're going to head upstairs to our second floor. The second floor's got a couple of jerky racks, which, as you can see, have some jerky on them. So we either make jerky up here or we will make berry leather. Third floor is going to have the bed. We got some more jerky racks up here, as well as a bunch of spinning wheels. So one thing we do is if we have a bunch of crude rope or web fiber, we'll make sure when someone's over here, they just drop it on these spinning wheels so we can have tons of that. And then we got a ton of mushrooms here. We collected all these mushrooms prior to the Shroom and Doom update because we planned on using them to make mushroom bricks, but because toadstools are just much better, we ended up just having them here, so we're slowly burning through them. I think we had 4 chests full, now we only have 3. So this is the main building. This is the one we built at first, and the one other thing we'll show is we got a little storage shed over here. So this has some of the outside stuff, so it's got the plant fiber, dry grass, clover, sprigs, slime mold stalks, some rocks, some clay, and some acorns. We're running low on rocks and clay because I built the entire foundation for this castle thing over here out of that stuff. And then we got some dew collectors on both sides so that we're never running out of water. And then upstairs, we'll show upstairs in just a minute because we're going to use that there's a zip line up there to get across. So we'll show you the castle. The castle is a work in progress. To be honest, I started building this and I was happy with it, and then oh, there's a bird feather there. We're going to definitely grab that while we're here so we don't, because bird feathers, as you know, are not the easiest to get. When I started building this, I was kind of okay with it, but now that we've gotten pretty far along with it, and we've used tons of mushroom bricks. I'll say it's okay for, I guess, a first try for the castle, but I definitely, when we start like a new world, I'm going to try to build a better, we'll do something bigger or better. So we got a dew collector here, we got a water container over there. All the way around, we have this walkway over here so we can see if there's any spiders or ladybugs or anything wandering around outside here. Right now we have just this one toadstool growing in here. And this was the first building that I built. This has all the ovens in it and the grinders, so we got a bunch more bricks in here, and then of course we can make a ton of bricks here, so we pretty much don't run out of bricks. And this room hasn't been finished yet, and then over here, this is partially finished, so it's there's a little sleeping area over here. Goes up to a 2nd story, which could be a bedroom or a storage area. And then the 3rd floor, which isn't finished because we need tons more roof feathers. The outside walkway here is finished, but we need a bunch of feathers. So like I said, I'm definitely going to grab that in just a second. And then last but not least, it's going to be a giant tower up there. I'm not going to climb up there because it's going to take too long. That is a zip line that what we were originally going to build is that C that's over there on the map, which is all the way over here. I was looking for where to build a castle. We ended up building it here because we had cleared everything out, but this spot over here on the eastern side of the map, it's right against the wall. There are, from what I've seen, unless they've changed something, there's really no insects over there. Up here, you're going to have the orb weavers and some bombardier beetles, and then there's larvae over here, but against like the actual wall over here, there's really not much over there. And there's specifically, I've never seen a wolf spider over there. Like I said, they have changed stuff, so maybe there's a wolf spider. I'm not sure. It could be, but I've never seen one over there. And that's a really flat area. So if you're looking for a really good place to build like a huge base, this is actually a pretty decent area over here. So that's that. Now let's head on up real quick to the top of our original house, because we did build zip lines to get back and forth to the oak tree just to make it faster. So we got up here. So if we're up here, we can just walk around here and just see what's going on. Just see if there's any bugs over there. I'll make sure I get that feather on the way back. So we built this thing. Really tall. We could have just used acorn stairs. I don't know. We just threw this thing together. There's really nothing up here. Probably could use it for more storage, but the goal here was just to make it really tall. So as you can see, you can get a pretty good bird's eye view of everything that's going on nearby the mysterious machine. Then we hop on up top, and we got our zip lines, our zip line up here. In order to get to the oak tree from here, we actually had to build it this high. I had it a couple times. I had it like a floor or two lower, and it just wouldn't make it. So we got our zip line here. So we'll take our zip line over. Now, as you can see, it's not that fast because it's not on that steep of a slope. So it probably would have been even better to build it one more high. So we got a couple of buildings over here. The first one we're going to come up upon is going to be the museum. I'm not going to spend a ton of time in there. I'll just show it like from the outside, and then we'll just walk in the lobby. I'm not going to walk through the whole thing because I have an entire video on the museum. If you want to see that, I'll put a card up top right now, and also leave a link for it in the description down below. We've added pretty much everything that came new in the Shroom and Doom update. The only thing that's not in there is going to be I think it's a stink bug, because the stink bug was enormous, and I couldn't really find anywhere to put it yet. So we're probably going to have to add like an addition to the to it. And as you can see, we got another zip line over here. This is newer. Got all these walls around here boxing in the wolf spider. So let's jump on down here, and we'll float on down real quick. Then we'll head across the pond, because our last 3 buildings here are actually across the pond. They're the 3 newest things we built that I don't think I've ever showed on any of my videos. So real quick, this is the museum. Like I said, there's a video I did a full video on this, and this took, I think, this took about a couple weeks, probably 3 weeks or so of just harvesting everything and building it. And we did add the ladybug in, the stuffed ladybug. So it goes all the way around there, all the way down here, and then out the back we got like a seating area here with a little restaurant over there. So that's everything over here. It's also got a second floor. And then we got the outside area here. So we got a playground back here. We got a basketball hoop. We got some zip lines here. And this we built more recently. I got to be careful. There's no wolf spiders here. So here's the aphid weevil trap I built. That's in this world. So we use this in here when we need food. Then we built this bridge recently. We still got to put railings on it, but we built this. And there's also a zip line that goes across here. So the bridge was mainly to get back, so we didn't have to build a second zip line. But this was pretty easy to build, just because there's tons of weeds on both sides of the pond. So if you're looking for a place to get weed stems, around the pond's pretty good bet to get them, and it's fairly safe because other than some mosquitoes over there, you're not going to really have to deal with much especially on this side. So first up here is going to be one of my son's houses. He built this after the Shroom and Doom update, obviously, because it's got little bits of it's made out of mushroom bricks. This guy's dew collector right here. He's got a couple of garden patches and the jerky rack. There's a little compact house here. It's got everything in it. It's got storage and everything. Got a little seating area. This is supposed to be a TV. We got a berry leather chair here. We go upstairs. We got some more storage. We got a lean-to here. We got the workbench and everything. So, and then up top, the attic, we got, if we can get up there, can we actually get up here? The grinder and the oven up here. So there's a compact house here. Let's head down the pond real quick, because we got 2 more houses to show off in this world before we hop on over to a couple of creatives. Okay, we're coming up on my, I guess I would call it like a log cabin, because it kind of looks like a log cabin on the pond. So this is the one I built. It is completely surrounded with a palisade fence, even though nothing really comes down here. Here's the tombstone for my first pet, who just didn't, he kept getting stuck in the rocks, so unfortunately we had to eliminate him. There's his little house back there, so I don't have a new pet yet. And we'll just take a tour around the outside first. So we got a dew collector over here. Now there are mosquitoes over here. This is in a really good spot because The mosquitoes are on the other side of the fishing the net here for the pond, and then there's mosquitoes down there. But right where this is built, there's no bugs here. There's no insects here at all, really. Occasionally, a wolf spider will wander down the wall, but it won't. I've never seen it get down this far because there's like 5 stink bugs inside of the dry grass there. So what ends up happening is, if it even makes it down there, it just gets annihilated by them. So we got a patio out here, pretty big deck overlooking the pond, and we got some up top. You'll notice the windows. We'll see those when we get up top here. We got a seating area here. We got a table and everything. I built this before the half walls were added, and I kind of like how this looks anyway instead of the half walls, so I've kept these here. I don't know if you can still do this or not. I guess you probably can. Let's find out. Can you place a wall inside of the floor? No, you can't do it here. Okay, maybe they changed it. So I placed these. They let me place these before the half walls were in. So these were the half walls that I put in here. We got the kitchen area. Got some insect head mounts up on the walls. Got some pictures on the walls here. When we go upstairs, we got the little spinning wheel area. More pictures. It's lit up all inside by the firefly lanterns. We got a window up here. Got the workbench area. We got a little table patio here where you can overlook the pond. We got the master bedroom back here in the corner. Another seat and another window outside. And then we got some storage chests up here. So it gives a pretty good view of the entire pond area. And like I said, I've never really seen anything over here, so it's a safe place to build. Just for reference on the map, I am on the northern side of the pond to the northwest of where the oak tree is. So just if you build right next to this net, right now at least, I'm not sure if this area is going to ever have any more insects added to it, but right now there's really nothing over here. And especially with the gate, nothing would even get in. So we'll head on down here to the last house. We'll just make sure we're going to be careful here. I did build steps up here, so it was just easier to build these clover leaves here in order to get up to the charcoal. And these mosquitoes are getting close. I hope they don't want to fight me, because I don't really want to fight them right now. Get to the last house. Actually, you know, it's going to be safer to probably go up top here. So I built these here just because it was faster to get up to see if the charcoal was here. You can go all the way down the end of the wall and walk up the slanted rock to get here, but it just takes forever. They did change the charcoal, so it should be spawning more frequently, although I think I got it recently. Although that might actually be charcoal. That's a negative. So a couple tips, like the charcoal's here, and then also we put a trail marker where the other charcoal spawns, just so it's easy to find. So we're heading up on our last house. Is the one my youngest son built. So let's head on down here. Now he, unbeknownst to him when he built this, didn't realize the wolf spider does patrol around his house. So it usually doesn't bother him, but you know, you never know. And originally he built this out of grass, but then after the Shroom and Doom update got added, he ended up converting it into a mushroom build. So I actually haven't even been inside of it since he finished building it. Or if it's even finished, I'm not even sure yet. So, oh yeah, actually it is, yeah. So it's all one floor. We got a nice little rancher here. It's got everything you need inside of it. We got a dinner table. We got a bed. It's like a, I guess, open concept house here. The workbench, the seats, tons of storage and everything. So that's everything that's in our main survival world, except for we got one little thing over here in the corner. It's probably not really worth showing. It's we just built like by the Hedge Ascent. We built a tiny little, just a platform that has a bed, a dew collector, and then a little bit of storage just in case we're over there. So if someone's over there gathering berries for berry leather and stuff like that, or they're just trying to get some web fiber from the hedge labs, there's just a place over there to sleep, so you don't have to run all the way back. So that's everything for the survival. Let's head on over to a couple creative builds before we wrap this video up. So first up on our creative builds is going to be this little smoothie cafe that I built here. I think this is the one that actually resulted in somebody leaving a comment saying they wanted to see it. So I put this build together in creative to show off the different smoothies in the game, and it's really simple. I might recreate something like this. I think what we might do is end up in survival at some point, just building maybe like a different house or building or something on each of the lily pads. So it's just real simple. It's got some pillars here holding it up, and then it's just the clover leaves all the way around. We got the 2 smoothies here, and then of course we got tables you can sit at, and we got some berry chairs that you can lounge in. So that's the smoothie station. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, one of the other creative builds that I wanted to show you is the basketball court that I built. So I built this so we could play horse in multiplayer without having to worry about bugs creeping up on us. So as you can see, it's fairly large here. It is a full-blown size basketball court. We got 2 hoops on each side. We got the seats all the way around it. So if you want to do some crazy trick shots like getting up here in the seats, you can take some shots from here. It overlooks, it's right on the edge of the pond at the north side of the pond. And what we did was we used stem floors for the actual basketball court and alternated them so it kind of looks like it's a parquet floor. And then we also have the clover floors here to separate where the foul line would be. So if you want to do some foul shots or if you want to take some three-pointers, you could be out here. And there's a bunch of stones in these baskets here that we can use so for playing horse. So definitely we're going to try this out some point. Maybe we'll do a video where we play horse where I play horse with my kids and see who can come out on top. So that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any builds you want to share, once again, make sure you leave those. You can share them in my Discord. There's a link for that down in the description below. If you want to drop your pictures of your creative builds or your survival builds in the Grounded channel on my Discord. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next video.